House of Cards. Saturday, December 16th. A general water sign reading. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Suit of Cups. Friendship, family. December 16th, Saturday. There's some sort of decision that needs to be made that isn't really coming to a close. Perhaps due to a financial upset, maybe somebody chose to spend instead of, maybe somebody spent too much on Christmas instead of putting that money towards like taking a college class together or something like that in order to come closer together and have a project between the two. And someone dating a Virgo and they're feeling overwhelmed with them. One person is fly by the seat of their pants, and the other person is wanting to stay home and quiet things down. More of a homebody. And that's really all that means, is wanting to sort of close the gap on the fly by the seat of your pants person. Be careful with that, though. It looks like the partner is, but you know, I mean, you wouldn't want to, just because somebody's willing to stay home doesn't mean that you chain them up in the corner and kind of like, just because somebody will give you something doesn't mean you should take it. It looks like the other person settling things down, it's not as fearful for them, and there's even hope surrounding it. Is that talking about a Libra, maybe? For identifying Libra perhaps as the candidate for this long-term relationship, the candidate as the one. There's some kind of dueling inside of somebody, a sudden breaking away of the norm, of the normal communication, and rushing after somebody while the other is not sure of what is just in front of them. They're not sure about that new establishment. It does look like a committed, permanent relationship. So there's some sort of transformation. Now, the Judgment card is drawn from Pluto. And up next to the Ten of Coin, in the upright position. So Pluto meeting commitment, permanence. Perhaps there has been an obsession surrounding this particular commitment, and it feels almost destructive. There's also, perhaps this obsession has come about because Pluto is all about destiny and transformation. So maybe something came in and made it apparent that this relationship was the one. And in order to win this person, we need help. There's Mercury showing up again with the Magician. Almost like I need help from a wingman, because this is an immature communication pattern. And with an immature communication pattern, that's all that you're going to get. And what's desired is this: abundance within family and permanence. And are some of you dating a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo who isn't being as adventurous, or who is spending a lot of money? Maybe one of you is sitting home a lot, and then, because fire meeting earth. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Almost as things have sort of dulled out in the relationship, and it's calling for, rather than going out and shopping in order to reach some kind of renewal in the relationship, it's time to almost think, or it's time to really think outside of the box, because that next level of commitment or adventure for this relationship isn't being pet. So the love tank, there's no gas for this journey. A Gemini, going out too much, maybe drinking too much, or something else. Maybe that's just indicating air meeting water. So getting more of these waves and uprushes. It also looks like somebody's going to be meeting a Gemini when going out. There's a lot of Christmas parties going on around right now. Communication in a relationship has picked up for some of you, and that has flipped. It's not as one-sided. For some of you, this is traveling. You're traveling this Saturday, December the 16th, and it's gonna require some funds. And then look at that, that's the opposite. It looks like somebody isn't able to come into contact with their family because they're choosing to hold on to money instead. The Ace of Coin is in the deck a page turner. It's more like a new chapter, and it's coming right before the Death card in the reversal. So not finalizing or not coming into contact with family perhaps as much as we would want, because there is some other goal that we are working on. I don't know if that is someone isn't being forthcoming in a relationship. They're holding on to their money as well as what they're harboring some kind of truth about where that is going, that extra money. It looks like it's not a cheating thing. It doesn't look like there's a mistress that is involved that's receiving monies. It looks like come around Christmas time, or maybe before, where you're going to find out how that harboring and that sort of surprise secrecy is going to work out. Temperance, the Sagittarius, explanatory. Perhaps through this explanation of temperance, we have a renewed balance inside of the heart. And for others, we are really working this holiday. Perhaps somebody is a preacher or a sermon, giving seminars. And so they're traveling. Rather than staying stationary with family this holiday. It looks like they feel okay about that. It's not really weighing on them too much. And they're not really... They're leaning towards not being defensive and staying here with family. They're more about that tower coming down. Thank you for joining me on House of Cards. Take care and good luck, water signs.